welcome in. I hope you're all doing well today. Once again, my stream deck isn't working properly, so I thought it was just an issue of OBS updating. It's an issue with OBS updating, however, also, I need to redo my stream deck. So, that's something I just found out, so that's why I mentioned it. Second, welcome to the final Mario Galaxy day, before the end of the main story. Now, I think I might come back to this eventually to, like, 100% the game. Like, grab all the, stars and, everything just to see what happens. However, that day will not be today, and I am going to be taking a break for, from this game for a little bit. I'm going to be taking a break from platformers in general. So yeah, that's generally the plan. I'm just gonna wrap this up today. We've got 5 stars left and the final boss, assuming that's all there is. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Hello, Valo, welcome in. Other than the thing that I was mentioning like last week that I wanted to do, that I wanted to like post and push and whatnot. I found out it'll be happening at 3 p.m. today, so in about 3 hours. So I'll post it in Discord first. I'll talk about it next Monday on stream. It'll give me one last opportunity to get everything working how I want it to, and possibly be able to play the actual game on Monday on stream. But that is entirely just wishful thinking, and I doubt I'm going to be able to figure it out without needing some sort of connection thing, cable, something. So, yeah, without further ado, there we go. Now, one thing I will note is I see red stars here that I didn't before. So I'm gonna want to check that out. Also, I spent like the 3 minutes at the start just doing this. Like, just consistently. The lion is already back? I just... Anytime I change scenes, I swear to fuck. Alright. Princess Peach. Okay. 5 1-up mushrooms. Oops. I don't need them anyway. I'll be fine. Still don't know what the use of this is. I don't know where the last green star is. Yeah, these are just around, so... Is this just something for you to do here? Is that all it is? Ah, well, I see there's something down there. Something underneath that island there. New galaxy, what do we got? Bonefin Galaxy. Fast foe comet in orbit. Huh. First time I've seen that comet so far. King Finn's Fearsome Waters. course, it's a water level, because why wouldn't it be? But I typically like water levels in platformer games. They're bad in Kirby just because the nature of how water prevents you from getting abilities. And it's real easy to lose abilities in them. And I don't like them in this game because the controls just suck. Oh, yeah, no, I know, I chose it despite the fact I knew it was a water level, but I'm just saying that, like, this is one of the few games that I actually don't like the water levels in. Okay, so that's obviously not what you do here. Yeah, okay, are they gonna home to me is the question. Yes. That sucks. Okay, I am curious as to... Okay, it's a 1-up. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, I need air. That is my first focus. Okay, we're good. Now we can find him. There he is. Damn it. I didn't realize that damaged you. Just by going over it. I mean, I probably could have guessed, but... I can't skip this cutscene. It's really long. Oh! Nope. Okay, that's not... I missed. Going up and over. Thank you. Okay. So that's phase 1. Again. I need air. Thank you. Yeah, sure, give me that. Oh, hello. This would have been helpful. Okay. Do a wide berth. Oh, damn it, that goes really high. Okay, that wasn't fair. I got stun locked. No. One more. I need air. I need air. I need air. Like yesterday. Thank you. Worth the damage boost. Because I was not gonna hit him otherwise. I need to find it is the thing. Have I mentioned I hate water controls in this game? There it is. Hello, Ray. Welcome in. Alright, there is that. Galaxy complete. Alright. Got just a few more. Let's see what we got. Because I got an unintentional one here last time. Mario meets Mario.
Yes! Whee! Ha! Whee! Whee! Ha!
Got it. That was so unnecessary, but I got it. And I'm out of there. All the way up there. Okay. Hello, Angry Sun. Welcome in. I'm slightly confused on how to get that piece, I'll be honest. So that's that. I've already done that. Oh, I get it. Okay. There it is. Yippee! Hello, Mario. Okay, so I just need to get all of these, right? Which means nothing's stopping me from doing this. I missed one, I think. Right in the center. Tried to guess. Which means be careful not to take too. Nope, that was all of them. Okay. Oh, it's all the way back there. Okay, that. Of course that makes sense. Why wouldn't it be all the way back there? And I got it. There we go. So we've got 3 more. This is actually gonna go fairly quickly. I might end up doing a bit more than just beating the game today. Fuck it, why not? I don't remember how this one works. And obviously, I'm going to assume that the foes are fast. Okay, it's this. Oh, this is gonna fucking suck. Is there a time limit?
Yes.
No. Okay. Okay. So that's that. Got one more here. Okay. Oh, right. I have to... Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, this is gonna suck hard. That transition is going to be the life drainer here. Don't tell me I can just do it from over there. Oh, I totally can. I can totally do that. Damn. Okay. So, let's do it this way. Okay. What? Oh, that... Okay. I expected it to, I expected it to move quicker than it did. And to literally answer your question, Angry Son, it's because Nintendo was a toy company prior to becoming a game company. They primarily sold the NES as a toy as opposed to a game console. And that's what made it sell so well. So Nintendo and toys kind of like have a history. Made it. Okay. Okay, so the middle one is safe. Oh, okay. Okay, that's 3. Okay. Just a few more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I have to go all the way back, don't I? Oh, I'd love to move the camera, but, you know. Okay. Also already gotten this one. Which means last ones should be here. 1, 2, 3. And got it. Once I can get the camera to agree with me. Alright, alright.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just 2 more. New chapter's been added to the storybook. Let's go do that.
Ooh.
Let us begin.
Chapter 7, The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a starbit. How strange. It's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope, and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears, and the Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky, because... She's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars, and a hush fell over the area. Now, I already knew that part of the story, because obviously the game's been out for 15 years. Even more than that. 17 years, I think. So I already knew about that part of the story. But that is still, like... Ugh. Now, it kind of sucks. There's another game, and I'm probably going to talk about this on social media later. Just because I was thinking about it this morning, even before starting stream. There is one game that I had the ending spoiled for me because it's been out for long enough where that's obviously going to happen. But the issue is, I really wish I could play it blind. Like, what I know of the ending, I feel like I would really love the ending of the game had I played it blind. But obviously I can't anymore because it's been spoiled for me. And it's unfortunate, but that's the nature of, you know, not playing a game for years. For anyone curious, that game is Nier Automata. I didn't realize it had that much knockback. I'll be honest. I have not finished Nier Automata. I have the game. But I've never finished it. Not only is the game difficult, but, you know, I'm kind of putting off playing the ending because knowing how it ends kind of ruins the feeling, you know? This is the one game I truly wish I could go back and know nothing about to play. You know, everyone, like, talks about, like, what is one game that you would love to be able to, like, completely forget and play blind again? I haven't even finished it, and my choice would be Nier Automata. I absolutely love the way that game ends, but I haven't even played it myself to, say that I, you know, have experienced it. The music of the game is phenomenal. Like, that's what got me interested in it in the first place. And I was listening to some of the music this morning, and that's what made me think of it. And I'm like, I really wish I could just play it without spoilers, but it's too late for that. Excuse me. Depth perception, please. Fuck. Damn it. I was trying to get coins to heal and just... At first it was my depth perception being fucky. And then that time it was just kind of fucked on its own. I will say, apart from that, one game that I'm really glad I haven't had, like, too many spoilers for, so far, is Final Fantasy XIV. Like, I'm honestly surprised at how, like, little spoilers I've gotten for that game, despite the fact it came out, like, the current version of the game came out, like, very many years ago, and I didn't get spoiled on it once. Damn it, we could have one off. That's 3 away. But yeah, I'm very glad I haven't gotten any like big spoilers about Final Fantasy XIV. One thing, it's another thing. I talk about this a lot, but there are a lot of things I wish I could go back and experience early, just to like not feel like I missed out. Like, one of the big things with me playing these older games is I wish I got into these series earlier in my life, so I could say I've been a lifelong fan. Like, in particular, like, Splatoon. Now that's a more recent series, but I never played Splatoon 1. So becoming a huge fan of it in Splatoon 3 kinda sucks, because that feeling of, I wish that I could say I liked the series from the start, but I never played one. With Donkey Kong Bonanza out, I'm like, I wish I got into the Donkey Kong series earlier in my life, so I could be as excited for that as, you know, lifelong fans of the series. Like, I'm super excited about Kirby Air Riders, because Kirby Air Ride is like one of my favorite games of all time. And the fact that we're getting like a new version of it after 22 years, I'm very excited about that. But the issue kind of is that, like, I don't know where to go. That's like one game when there are people who have been fans of other series for so long and they're getting this treatment consistently. Like, you get the fans of Donkey Kong who just got Bonanza. If you were a fan of that and a fan of like Splatoon, you're getting like whammy after whammy. Like, you're getting a lot of excitement out of it. But when it comes to actively like the series that I have like that, I can't really even name it, which sucks. But that's one of the reasons why, like for example, Sonic Racing Crossworlds came out. Super excited about that because I absolutely love the gameplay of it. But I never played Sonic Riders growing up. I only played it in the lead up to into Sonic and Shadow Generations. I never played any of the other racing games. So it coming out was a lot less of a, I'm super excited to have another Sonic racing game, and a lot more of a, this game is just fun. Which, don't get me wrong, isn't bad by any means. That's not what I mean by that. But like, I just wish I had a more like childish joy about games coming out, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Because the issue kind of is, I grew up on Mario. We consistently get new Mario games. That's just the nature of the series. But, you know, I'd never get that, holy shit, the series did it sort of thing. Okay, I see how this is gonna go. I need to carry one of you all the way back with me. It's just one of those things where it's like, I have very unfortunate timing with things. The things that get me most excited now, I get to incredibly late. Right off the bat. What does this actively say? Hey, my name is Billboard. Say, have we met somewhere? Anyway, you'll need to hop on that ball to get through here. Once you're on, ready, Earth, then tilt to move around, press B to jump. Try not to fall in any holes. Yippee! That was quick. But yeah, you know, just, we were on the topic of games that I wish I could have played earlier, that kind of came up.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, here we go. Discovered a new galaxy. Oh yeah, center of the universe. Here we go. The Comet Observatory has full power. Now it can fly through the cosmos again. It's time. Do you want to go to the location of your special one at the center of the universe? Alright then, off we go. Ah, yes, I love PNG space. Or space.png, I guess. There's a warp field inside the castle.
Go, Mario.
They are inside. Hurry. Yippee. The fate of the universe. Here we go. Final boss time. Mama says this fight isn't just for us, but it's also about saving your special one. Please be careful. Whatever you do, don't fail. Damn, okay. Oh, this is actually quite a pattern to have to deal with. Ouch. 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 I mean, hey, at least I got the one up. Oh, that's cheap as fuck. That was cheap. It literally spawned the damn fireball on top of the one-up as I was about to collect it. I guess lesson fucking learned. Don't go for the fucking one-up. Okay, it doesn't matter what I do, apparently. I hate that. Oh, and I have to do this again? Fuck. Note to self, don't go for any of the extra stuff. It's not worth it. I am at 1 health. I do like how they're kind of doing all of the elemental stuff as like final platforming stuff. I do like that. I didn't see the fire bar there. Okay, thank fuck. Okay. That's gonna put me back at the gravity stuff, isn't it? Yep. Easy enough. So I will take note that Thwomp's just kill you in one hit. Okay. I want coin. Thank you. Fuck, I've already lost it. How about 2 coin? Hello, Ockley, and welcome in. You're just in time. Looking for Princess Peach? Too bad, because she's with me. She looks super happy to be there. Holy shit, Bowser Jr. is giant. Ever been in a Mario game? Yeah. Like, just right next to Peach, like, I see the size disparity between Bowser and Bowser Jr., and I'm like, that makes sense. And then I see Peach next to Bowser Jr., and I'm like, that is so big. I didn't even get the 1-up that time. Look, my depth perception is failing me today. It's not the first time. Finally, you got here just in time to see the creation of my galaxy in the center of the universe. Watch and weep. Yeah, the size disparity between Bowser and Bowser Jr. makes sense. From Bowser Jr. to Peach is ginormous. From this galaxy, I'll rule a great galactic empire with Peach by my side. It will last forever. I will rule every pitiful corner of the universe. So, Mario, as you can see, I got big plans, and stomping you is at the top of my list. Alright. I never did that to any of the rocks in the earlier levels. I'll just mention that. That's my first instance of using that mechanic to get rid of them. Okay. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Interesting. They're gonna go through all of the different enemy mechanics here. I actually really like that for a final boss fight. That feels very fitting for a boss fight. And now, finally, Bowser's mechanic. Well, I say finally, but, yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Alright, here we go. The true final fight. Am I right? Because that's not the end. That's 100% not the end. So long, Bowser. So long, Bowser. Where is he? Come on. Where is he? That's seriously it? That was an underwhelming fight. I liked what it was doing, but they really needed another phase in there. If they had another phase in there, that would have been the perfect final boss fight to a game. Like, unironically. no, my galaxy, my empire. This can't be happening. Yeah, it's the Lumas. That part I did know. It's the Lumas do this, not Rosalina. I know that's a big point of contention in the fandom. This, however... Nice. Do you hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday. When stars die, they turn to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that stardust reforms to create a new star, and so the life cycle of life continues. But the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. Oh yeah, 100% outclaim. So, you'll see. More Phonite!
Oh.
She wakes up on Popstar, honestly. Remembers past life. Yeah, I could see that.
Oh.
Yes.
All new life carries the essence of stars, even all of you.
Ah.
Welcome! Welcome, new galaxy!
And there we go. Alright, so my final thoughts. Story, pretty good. I mean, it's a Mario game. There's never really too much story. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. Concept was phenomenal. Actual gameplay mechanics, super impressive, especially for the time. Because I've actually seen game developers talk about this game and how difficult it is to make good feeling gravity in a 3D space with smaller objects. Because, you know, gravity in a 3D space, you take something like Super Mario Odyssey, that's a 3D space with gravity, that all makes sense. When you shrink it down, and you have Mario stick to essentially walls, and floors, and ceilings, and all that, and you have round surfaces, it's very difficult to get smooth transitions between gravities, and very difficult to make it play nice. The camera sucked in this game, but that's a byproduct of the new kind of mechanics that they introduced. Doing a gravity mechanic with a camera like that makes sense. It just sucks. The camera was not very happy most of the time. Which, you know, makes it a bit frustrating to play at times. Water sucked, but water levels always suck in 3D Mario games. Controls felt fine. It took some getting used to because they're different than what I'm used to. You go from, let's see. Spring I didn't like. I didn't like Spring. It has the same mechanics that make me not like Spring-like abilities in other games. It's the constant jumping without the ability to jump when you want to. Kirby and the Forgotten Lands Star-Crossed World fixes that. By when you hit the jump button, no matter where you are in the air, it'll kind of smash you to the ground to get you that jump. In a game like this, if you hit the jump button at the peak of your jump, you don't get the jump input. That's all there is. Will I be playing Galaxy 2? I would like to. I need to get it first. And by that, I mean I'm probably going to have to buy it separately. Because playing a game like this, on an emulator just isn't gonna work properly because of the motion controls and the like Wiimote and the fact they have to aim the Wiimote. So from that standpoint, no. I'm not gonna play it immediately after anything like that. I'll probably play it eventually, and I'll probably try and play it prior to the movie coming out next year. But yeah, that's kind of how that goes.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
But yeah, no, I did thoroughly enjoy, and I'll get to the storybook before ending. I did thoroughly enjoy this game. You know, for my first time playing it, I knew it was well received, and I know it's very popular as one of the best Mario games. I can definitely see why. There was a lot that went into it. There's a lot. It is very reminiscent of Mario 64 for me. So, for reference, I grew up playing Mario 64 on the DS. I grew up playing the DS version of the game. That was kind of my home base game that I can remember anyway. So this is very reminiscent of that in terms of Mario doesn't really have any unique controls outside of just the jumping and crouching. The only difference here is he has spin here, but he doesn't have dive or kick. The dive took me a while to get used to. The no dive, I should say. But you know, it's an orchestra for a soundtrack instead of just sound font. Yeah, that's honestly really cool. I do really like the orchestral sound. But when it comes to actual, like, where I would rank this in terms of games, I would say my favorite is probably Mario Odyssey. I mean, makes sense, it's Mario Odyssey. I'll get to you in a second, Rosalina. Mario Odyssey is obviously the most recent, so you're not gonna, you know, get past that, really. I think I like Mario 64 more than this game. But it's hard to say. Mario 64 is just a lot more iconic, I think. And that might be drawing into some relevance there. Rosa being my favorite character. Peak, just have to say that. But yeah. I do want to play Galaxy 2 at some point. It's just a matter of figuring out a good time and way to play it. That'll be a bit difficult. Yeah. He turns around. Oh, yeah, no. Mario's turning around in that game is kind of slippery. Unless you're doing a, like, side flip. She was my favorite character going into this. Which I know is ironic. You haven't played the game your favorite character is from. Trust me, it's not the first time that's happened for me. I still can't play Twilight Princess despite the fact that Midna is my favorite character in the series. But no, I pretty much knew everything about her already. I didn't really learn anything new. It's just now experiencing it firsthand as opposed to hearing about it secondhand, if that makes sense. It is the very caring, motherly vibe with, like, really powerful sort of character. She gets giant, which is always a big plus. But no, it's just a really sweet and caring personality on her. Plus, she is absolutely gorgeous. You can't tell me she's not. But yeah, that, you know, my feelings about her haven't changed at all. I pretty much knew everything already. Number you see represents the number of power stars you need to access another world. Whether you succeed or fail just attempting the challenge will show something about your character. Alright, so I need 59 more. I will come back to this. I do think I'm gonna come back to this and keep going for these. I'm not going to continue this right now. I will come back to this. I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to go and, you know, take like a week or two to play other games. And then I'll probably come back to this, you know, later in the year. Because ultimately my plan right now, and this, I'll just throw this out there as like a big sort of, long-acting plan, I guess. The next big game I want to play is I want to replay Pokemon X again. Then when it comes out, I'm gonna start playing ZA. Hesitantly gonna say that because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be getting it super early or what. But I do want the game, and I do kind of want it early. I just don't know how early I'll be able to get it. So I'm gonna kind of put a pin in that saying I want to play it when it comes out, but I can't guarantee it. So that'll be through October because we're already hitting and I'm opening up my calendar on my computer, so we're already hitting October next week. Next week Wednesday is October 1st. So from that point I have 3-ish weeks to play through Pokemon X. I'm likely gonna take next week, and I'm not gonna play anything long. I'll likely start Pokemon X on the 6th. That'll probably take me, what, 6, 7 streams? Which will take me to about the 20th. Because I definitely want to go through the Looker episode again. And then at that point, ZA should be coming out. Which means that I'll likely play that following week. Now, that is something I'm going to play on my own time as well. That won't be a strictly stream thing. So just be aware of that. There are going to be gaps in the footage and whatnot. Nothing Halloween? I don't know. Because I don't really have anything Halloween-y, quote, to play. Just from the standpoint of, I played Luigi's Mansion already. It was decent, but obviously there were a bunch of spiders and whatnot. So I don't want to do anything like that. I'm not gonna play a horror game. That was a part of the subathon that didn't end up happening. And just frankly, I don't like horror games in the first place, so that's not in my plans at all. And I can't think of anything else that's like Halloween-y that's not horror or Luigi's Mansion. So from that standpoint, I don't really have anything planned for that. Plus, that's right when ZA comes out, so I figured I should stream that. But no, there's all that. Then after that comes out, that's November. And I've already said once November hits, I'm playing Kirby Air Ride until the game comes out. And then that takes me through the rest of November and then into December. December seems like a time I'd probably get back to playing this. So it'll be a couple months before I get back to this, theoretically. That's just kind of something to throw out there, being like, hey, this is, you know, this is the long-acting schedule. And then over New Year's, I don't know. I don't remember what I did last year. Because I've got, like, I've got a couple yearly things that I do, right? Around my birthday, I play Subspace Emissary. In March, I'm going to be playing Mario Odyssey. April, I'm going to be playing Kirby, either Forgotten Land or Star Allies, or whatever the new game at the time is. Like, those are 3 of the big yearly traditions. But yeah, what did I do? I'm actually gonna look. Come on, thank you. I'm gonna have to go back quite a ways. I could boot up Animal Crossing again, but I have not played that since I posted the video like 3 years ago. No, not 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Because I feel like there was something else I decided I wanted to do on New Year's. Let's see. I didn't do anything for New Year's this past year. I know for the year prior, I played New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Because that was my first game that I can remember. Like, that is a very early game for me. But yeah, that... I don't really have anything set aside for that. I might come up with something for specifically New Year's. No. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me today. Like I said, I'll get back to this eventually. I'm gonna, you know. But it is kind of a stupid joke, I'll be honest. Anyway, like I said, that's gonna be it for me today. I'll get back to this eventually. No guarantees it'll be before the end of the year, but it probably will be. Next week I'm gonna take a break from long stuff. And leave it there. I might do some of this on my own as well. I might go and unlock things on my own. I mean, I typically have a lot of plans and stuff like that. It's just that with the game releases coming out at the end of the year, they're pretty packed with stuff that I want to refresh myself on before getting the new game. So it's kind of like a packed sort of thing. But yeah. With that, thank you everybody so much for coming by. Hope you all have a wonderful time zone. Make sure to take care of yourself, drink some water, get some rest, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Wop. I forgot to unmute. I forgot something.
Let us begin.
There was a new chapter. Chapter 8, The Wish. Though usually quite cheery, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama because she's not... And don't be sad about your mama because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love Starbits because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. I have an idea. I will transform into a comet, and a soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey. With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky, and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom! Kablam! The ground shook, and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail. And then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking. Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things, said a red Luma who had suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets. We can become all of these things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile, said a green Luma. A blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All of the Lumas together said, "No more crying, Mama." "Thank you," said the girl in a whisper, and she pulled the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, starbits no longer fell from the girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. And final chapter. What would I want to become if I were Luma? Probably a comet. From the standpoint of, it would be nice to be able to travel and see all different things and, you know, impact all different forms of life. If there are or aren't any, you know, that sort of thing. With its many Lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and the Lumas were proud to call it home. At a welcoming party for a new Luma, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, "All right, everyone, let's make a cake sprinkled with starbits, then it will be a star cake." The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the Lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, "This is my family now, and I will stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile. Because that's what makes a mother happiest." That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favorite sleeping nook. The comet carrying the Lumas and the girl continued on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow than it can be counted, it's said that the comet visit the girl's home planet once every 100 years, its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end. You know,
That's all.
my story is finished. That's the sort of thing that, like, they don't do this in Mario, they don't do this in Sonic. They don't really do it in Kirby, to an extent. I would love if games like this took these things that happened, that were very important to, like, some of the games, and brought it into the wider universe. Like, for example, at the end of Sonic Unleashed, when Chip leaves, like, the bracelet for Sonic, or in this game, having the comet that goes over once every 100 years or so, have that show up every once in a while in the actual games. Show that, like, this story happened and it mattered in the world, you know? And I get that that's one of those things that it's like, they don't want people to have to play an earlier game to, like, finally get, like, know why things are the way that they are. But, you know, it would just be something nice. Kirby is the closest to it in the sense that it throws a bunch of references into its past series in different ways. Sonic as well is decent from the standpoint of mentioning things that happened, especially in recent years. But, you know, something like this where it's like once every 100 years a comet passes by. I mean, I guess, granted, it would only happen once in Mario's lifetime. So, from that standpoint, it wouldn't show up again, I guess. But, you know, like, who knows? Now that she has friends on Earth, maybe pass by every so often again? Just as, like, hey, I'm visiting. Well, no, what I'm saying is, if it passes once every 100 years, it would only happen once in Mario's lifetime. Assuming he doesn't live past 100. Because saying he's, what, 35 right now? we'll say 35. Even 25. We'll call it 25, which is young for what Mario looks like, I'll say. And I'm saying he looks old, but that's beside the point. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he looks old, because 35 isn't old, but you get what I say. It would be, let's say he's 25 right now. The next time the comet passes would be when he's 125. People don't tend to live that long. So that's what I mean by it would only happen once in his lifetime. So from that standpoint, it passing by wouldn't really happen again in the series. Now, the difference being, now that Rosa has some friends on Earth, and she shows up to some parties and kart races every once in a while, have her pass by every, like, a little bit more often. Like, maybe once every couple years. I don't know. That's just one of those things that I wish more games did, where, like, past games would have some sort of change to the world. But, you know, that's just me. But, anyway, I forgot about that. I just wanted to do that. So, once again, thank you, everybody, for coming by. Have a wonderful time, son. Make sure to take care of yourself, drink some water, get some rest, all that. I'll see you next time. For real this time. What?